Hello my fellow weirdos, my name is Marie McWilliams and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are going to be doing an unboxing of the My Chronicle Book Box quarterly box. As I said, we're going to be unboxing the My Chronicle Book Box. Now, full disclosure guys, and there should be sad music for this bit, cute sad music. I filmed the unboxing along with count them, 4 other videos, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so on top of everything. I'm the ultimate YouTuber. And then when we put them on the computer, we realized that every single one of them was completely unusable and out of focus. So, yeah. I wept. I lay on the floor in the fetal position, sobbed, cried some more, and then eventually came to terms with the fact that I was just going to have to film it all again. So, this is my Chronicle Book Box unboxing take 2. Sad part of that is because I've already done the unboxing, I've already unwrapped the books. Now, if you're unfamiliar with my Chronicle Book Box, they are a British-based book box company and they have a quarterly box in 2 different categories. You've got crime and thriller and you've got fantasy and science fiction. And they always wrap their books in beautiful coloured wrapping paper with string, and it's gorgeous, and it's like opening lots of Christmas presents, and I can't show you that because I screwed up the other video. Stupid. So we're just going to have to pretend. We're play acting. But yes, before we get into the box as well, just to let you guys know that if you use Mirrors10, you can get 10% off these guys. And they've also launched a monthly subscription box, which has just come out and looks amazing. So this quarterly box that I have here is their fantasy and science fiction box. Let's crack it open again. So right on top, we have a little letter personalized to me. And inside here is where you get your spoiler card, along with interviews with the authors, which I always love the way she does this. And there's also a signed book plate because one of the authors mustn't have been able to sign the actual books. So that's the best part about my Chronicle Book Box. You need to check them out. I'm going to put their website down below, but they're really great value. You get 3 books, 3 in the quarterly boxes. 2 of them are hardback. All of them are always signed or come with an autograph plate like that. And a bunch of bookish goodies as well. And everything is just brilliantly selected. You'll see what I mean. So we'll crack into that a little bit later. But for our first book, we have Cold Storage by David, I want to say Cope? Yeah. I love the cover. It looks right up my street. And you will see it is a hardback and it is signed. So let's see. It says, oh, I just realized. I love the way that it looks like spores on the inside. That's pretty cool. When Pentagon bioterror operative Roberto Diaz was sent to investigate a suspected biochemical attack, he found something far worse, a highly mutative organism capable of extinction-level destruction. He contained it and buried it in cold storage deep beneath a little-used military repository. Now, after decades of festering in a forgotten sub-basement, the specimen has found its way out and is on a lethal feeding frenzy. Only Diaz knows how to stop it. That sounds exciting. I love science fiction. I love sort of apocalyptic, viral type things. This is exactly up my street. And I also think this sounds like it would make a really great movie. On a different note. Felt like I was the guy on the voiceover of an advert there. Okay. Book number 2. We have The Swords of Silence by Sean Curry. And this is the first of a trilogy. The Swords of Fire trilogy. Okay. We all have to do what we must to survive. Where once new ideas and beliefs were accepted, now the country's military dictator, the Shogun, is shutting his country down to any outside influences. Father Joaquim Martinez, who left Portugal to make Hizan province, Japan, his home, has been quietly tending to the lives of his villagers, but everything is about to be thrown into turmoil as the Shogun has outlawed Martinez's beliefs. Those who won't recant or accept banishment face a death sentence. With the threat of a massacre looming, and the Shogun's samurai closing in, Father Martinez must decide if he is willing to risk everything to save those he has sworn to protect. So this sort of sounds like one of those classic sort of dictatorship 1984 style movies where you've got people, governments enforcing rules against people, in this case their religion. But it's got a kind of cool karate samurai twist, which I like the sound of. Wait, it's karate It's a different country. Is it Chinese? I don't know. It's got a samurai twist. I'm not really au fait on my martial arts. What do you practice if you're a samurai? Anyway. Yeah, I like the sound of this one. Very topical given current situation in the world and sad sort of way things are at the minute, where people don't tend to sort of fall into the right set of beliefs, they're getting persecuted. So I like the idea about that. Okay, last up is the book that I was particularly excited for when I unboxed this the first time. To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. Another hardback. This one is signed, and what I should say is that the Swords of Silence book is the one with that the autograph plate is for, so you can put that inside there. Aha! At the turn of the 22nd century, scientists make a breakthrough in human spaceflight. Through a revolutionary method known as somaforming, astronauts can survive in hostile environments of Earth using synthetic biological supplementations. With the fragile body no longer a limiting factor, human beings are at last able to explore exoplanets long suspected to harbour life. Ariadne is one such explorer on a mission to ecologically survey 4 habitable worlds. Got there in the end. 15 light years from Earth, she and her fellow crewmates sleep while in transit and wake each time with different features. But as they shift through both form and time, life back on Earth has also changed. Faced with the possibility of returning to a planet that has forgotten those who have left, Ariadne begins to chronicle the wonders and dangers of her journey in the hope that someone back home is still listening. I really love the idea of that. I'm a big science fiction fan, and you'll be familiar with that particular trope of the idea of terraforming planets, making them habitable for human life. Well, in this occasion, it's put a twist on that, and it's effectively mutating the human beings to survive in whatever planet's atmosphere. I really like that idea. So, let's see what else we got in this bad boy. So we have this gorgeous print, which I love because it's kind of got this art nouveau feel about it. And it says, "We lose ourselves in books, we find ourselves there too." Definitely prescribed to that. This is by Gary at Happy If It Rains. Love that. This is by the same company, and it is a notebook. And if you look, it's a science fiction book, and all of the books along here on the spines are the titles of famous science fiction novels. So you've got like I, Robot, Dune, War of the Worlds, Solaris. So yeah, you can never have enough notebooks. Fact. And finally, there is this badass, I really like this, enamel pin, which is like 2 samurai swords, which is obviously to go with the Sword of Silence book. But I just really like enamel pins, I'm not gonna lie, and it's one of my favorite things to get in book boxes. So yeah, fan of that. As I said, you also get in your letter interviews with 2 of the authors, the Sword of Silence and so you've got Becky Chambers and Sean Curry are both the ones interviewed in here, and then there's the autograph plate as well for the Swords book. But yeah, that is this quarter's science fiction and fantasy book box. If you're interested in getting a box of your own, you can use my code MIRRORS10. I'll put all the information down below to get 10% off. As I said, there's now monthly and quarterly, and they really are great value for money. You can see that you get a lot of books. This is really a book box for people who genuinely love reading. It's not all about the merchandise that you get with it. It's about the books inside, and that's why I really love it. But that's the box. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. I mean, seriously, do it. Don't make me hurt you. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you get a notification every time I post new content. But that's me for now, guys. Bye-bye.